Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with the top 5 best PC game deals of the week. Nothing too great this week as far as game deals go. Still some pretty good deals. However, next week, Steam should be doing their Thanksgiving sale. So there's definitely going to be a lot to pick from next week. But this week, there's still some pretty good stuff. So I thought, let's go over them. Starting things off with number 5, I thought I should mention the Humble Monthly because this month, it should be really good. For $12, your early access game is Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, which that game alone for $12 is an absolute steal. That game is fantastic. It was released on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 years ago, and it was a game that I always wanted to come to PC because it did have frame rate issues and technical issues on consoles, and it finally came to PC earlier this year, and best of all, it is an outstanding port. The game runs flawlessly, it has so many settings to adjust from, and yeah, $12 just to get that game alone would be worth it. But if you guys don't know what the Humble Monthly is, you pay $12 now, you get Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, and then the first Friday of December, you get access to the entire catalog of games from Humble Monthly. It's very similar to what PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live does, but in my opinion, the Humble Monthly games are far better than what those two services offer. For example, last month in November, subscribers got Stardew Valley, Broforce, Rebel Galaxy, Beyond Eyes, Styx Master of Shadows, Keyboard Sports, and Pirate. The total MSRP for all of those games in November was $115, and sure, not all of those games are going to be your cup of tea, but in this case, like I said, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen alone for $12 is worth it, and then you'll just get additional games on the first Friday of December. Think of it this way, if you like them, great, that's free benefits. If not, no worries, you can give them to a friend, you can sell them, whatever. Moving on to number 4, Steam has got Mark of the Ninja 75% off. It retails for $15 and it's going for $3.74 after the discount. This is a game that's been out for a very long time, released back in 2012. And it goes on sale all the time, so don't think it's crucial for you to pick it up right now. It's been a part of the Humble Bundle, but who knows if this game will ever show up on there again. I think this game is easily worth $3.74. I absolutely loved Mark of the Ninja. It's a great 2D stealth action game with a fantastic art style, and it's a lot of fun. Sure, it's not technically beautiful, but like I said, the art style is on point. And for $3.74, it's a game that acts as a very nice diversion. At this point, I think avid PC gamers have picked up the game, but if you haven't, $3.74 is a very solid price for Mark of the Ninja. Next up, over on Bundle Stores, Ryse Son of Rome is available 75% off, knocking it down to $5. This was one of the marquee launch titles for the Xbox One, and if you paid $60 for this game along with the Xbox One, yeah, you got screwed over. Ryse Son of Rome is definitely 100% not worth $60, but for $5, it's a pretty good game. Graphically, it looks gorgeous on PC, it looks outstanding, and there's some fun to be had. Just keep in mind that Ryse Son of Rome can be completed in like 4 to 5 hours. So yeah, if you paid $60, you got burned pretty hard, but for $5 for a game that you just play on an evening, it's pretty good. Is it a fantastic game? No. It does have its issues. It does get a bit repetitive, but it's fun. And as a solo playthrough for $5, I think it's worth it. Next up, over on Origin, you can pick up Titanfall 2 for $40. Yes, this isn't the deepest discount in the world, but Titanfall 2 is a game that just released, and it's a game that I've been saying is very good, but unfortunately, it's been publicized that Titanfall 2 released around the same time as Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and when you're competing with juggernauts like that, Titanfall 2 unfortunately just fell to the wayside, and I say unfortunately because it is a fantastic game, and I really want this game to have an active player base. Right now, it still does, but I just worry about how active is this game going to be in 3 to 6 months. That's why I implore you, if you have any interest in this game, I would highly recommend to pick it up ASAP because we don't know how long it's going to have an active player base. And if you're a fan of multiplayer first-person shooters, you definitely need to play Titanfall 2. I think it's just as good as Battlefield 1, if not a bit better. They've added a campaign mode this time around, so there's that. And the multiplayer experience is just a lot deeper. The big issue with Titanfall was the lack of content, and Respawn definitely remedied that issue. It's a great game. $40 is a steep price, but considering how recent of a release is, I think it's well worth it. Finally, Steam has got the entire catalog of Tomb Raider games on sale. The Tomb Raider game from 2013 is 75% off for $5, while Rise of the Tomb Raider being a more recent release, it's 50% off down to $30. Now, if you haven't played the 2013 game, the game that rebooted Tomb Raider, that for $5 is an outstanding deal. That game is fantastic. I loved it. And this is coming from somebody that didn't play too much of the Tomb Raider games from back in the day. I went into Tomb Raider from 2013 pretty blind, and I absolutely loved it. Rise of the Tomb Raider, in my opinion, is better than the 2013 game in every area. a better story, better cast of characters, better gameplay, more diverse gameplay. But obviously, with it being $30, that is a very steep price, and I could see Rise of the Tomb Raider being cheaper in the Thanksgiving sale, or more likely during the winter sale. If nothing else, if you haven't played the 2013 Tomb Raider, that game for $5 is a steal. And if you've been looking at Rise of the Tomb Raider, I think $30 is a solid pickup. Just keep in mind, this is a game that you're gonna complete in like 8 to 12 hours, and then you're gonna be done with it. There is some DLC content and whatnot that'll extend your playtime, but comparatively speaking to everything else available, $30 for Rise of the Tomb Raider is kind of steep, and considering you can get Titanfall 2 for only $10 more, I would probably get Titanfall 2 instead, but obviously those are completely different games, and I'll let you guys make that decision. I should also mention that all the other Tomb Raider games are also on sale. Tomb Raider Underworld is down to $2.24, Tomb Raider Anniversary is $2.24, Tomb Raider Legends is $1.74, and all the classic Tomb Raider games are also on sale, so definitely have a look. You can find some pretty good deals. So that's gonna wrap up the top 5 best PC game deals of the week. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.